It's a slightly rainy day here in my neck of the woods. Yeah, my window's all wet. But underneath here, everything's buttoned up. I even got an oil change in. Exhaust is bolted up. But this rear end here, kind of hard to get it to turn without a drive shaft. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go get the drive shaft and get it put in. Ooh, 4-speed ball. First, second, third, fourth, yeah. And reverse. Woo! Hey, look at that, it even says Hurst on it. Yo, look at this little dude. Look at this crazy dude. All right, give it a shot. Okay. Cold start. Don't let this floor deceive you. There's holes down there.
It's functional.
Yeah, that was a bit expensive. Oh, we got a drive shaft. Oh, ain't this just a pair? Car we drove there in, car I'm driving home in.
Wagon number 1. Wagon number 2. Wagon number 1. Wagon number 2. Which is the wagon for you?
Late model 5-speed with hydraulic clutch, mind you, versus early 4-speed with cable clutch. Well, it's the moment of truth. And I'm a little nervous. I always get this way when I've changed things. I'm gonna do the safe thing and clutch in whenever I go to start. Now it's been a while since I've attempted to start this thing. You know, I hadn't started the entire time I've been doing this swap. As you can see, the drive shaft is in. So we're gonna give this a shot and see what happens. There's power. Wideband's heating up. Ammeter went down. 3 pumps, 4.5, quarter throttle. There's oil pressure. Letting out on clutch. Car's trying to move in neutral, so we'll give it a minute to heat up. Still sounds good. All right, reverse lockout's down. Reverse is engaged. It's a little chattery. But it is a new clutch, so I'm not surprised. All right, there's first gear. There's neutral. Turn the wheels so that way it doesn't try to roll off on me. And we'll get this thing aired up. Ah, I forgot. They have all the construction going on here. That wasn't too bad. Getting used to this clutch is interesting. I figured it'd be real close to what it's like driving the Pinto, but a lot stiffer. It grabs a lot higher up and a lot quicker. Overall, I'm real happy about the spacing in this transmission though. First isn't too bad, and all the gears are real evenly spaced. First time grinding it. Hill. See how I can do. Now we get to see if his girlfriend approved. lose your clutch. You park it on a hill and try to put the throw-out bearing back on, but it doesn't work. So I'm gonna try to get this thing into neutral. Ah, I got it in second. There we go. Alright guys, fast forward a couple days. I'm home, had a nice camping trip with the girlfriend, but had to drive the car home with the clutch release bearing like this and no clutch fork in. I also shaved my face and the ground's all wet because it rained like crazy. But I'm about to take this here pivot off because this thing puts the clutch fork in the incorrect position. I need it to be right about here or so. Funny enough, right on top where these bolts are. So that's gonna be fun to get on there. All right, look at that. Everything's all together. So I bent up this bracket up in here that the clutch pivot's on. This was one of the ones I got from Brewer Performance that I bent up. And now you can see this is actually fairly well centered on this pad on the throw-out bearing. Before, it was way off on this edge, which is why it was able to just slip right on off. And I had to drive home without being able to release the clutch. So I'm just gonna button all this back up together and we'll go for a test drive. After I get that replaced, brand new mount, one drive in, bam, it's toast. Oh well, that's what you get for late model aftermarket parts. Now I figure it's time to see how this clutch works now that I got it fixed. She ought to work perfectly well.